Excuse me.
You okay? Hey guys, welcome back.
Hello and welcome to Frankie and Kallie, where we take you along on our adventures, share with you our goals, and film weekly vlogs. Today we are talking about how to transport your items for your move. We found 7 different options that you can get your items from point A to point B. Like always, we did some research and we will leave our resources in the comment box below. And we found some ones that I never even thought of before, so I'm excited to share them with you guys because Frankie and I just thought there was UHaul.
Yeah, that's honestly all I thought we had. So I was planning for UHaul to move all the way to Florida, but thankfully there's so many different options and we'll let you know right now. Let's get to it.
Let's go. Quickly, before we get into it, I wanted to share a little caveat that you should shop around from different moving companies, get quotes, what they are providing you, and their services too, because you don't want to just go with the first company and they could maybe be scamming you. It could go wrong.
Just make sure there's honest, great reviews on that company. Sometimes it's worth just paying a little more to make sure that this is a legitimate company, because with so much moving going around, there's obviously going to be more scams, so definitely watch out.
And if you know of any friends or family who have moved recently, ask them for a recommendation too, because personal experience goes so long.
It does.
So let's get into it. Number 1, hire a moving professional company to just do all of the work. They pack your boxes, they load your items into the moving van, they transport your items from point A to point B, they unload them, and they unpack them. Now, this is the most expensive, and it works best if you obviously have extra money to spend, or maybe you're just really crammed for time and you can't think about having all that extra effort to box everything, unbox everything. So if you are short on time and have a budget to spend, this could be a good option for you, especially if you have a large family. That's,
of course,
yeah.
It's almost just worth it. Just go through the trouble, because you have to keep your kids entertained and make sure they all have their stuff packed. And
yeah, and then they will also provide you with the boxes, the bubble wrap, the tape, everything. So, I mean, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, just make sure you have that extra dough for the professionals. So.
Yep.
And number 2, this is probably the most popular one, but just renting a U-Haul, like I said before, that's all I knew how to do before. But U-Haul, I know there's Penske, that's kind of all I can think about on the top of my head. But just rent one, pack all your stuff, move to wherever you're going to go, have some friends or family help you move in.
So this is one that you personally drive yourself, or maybe a family and friend drives it. But if you are moving by yourself and don't have someone that can help you and support you along in that process, you also have to coordinate how you're going to get your car there should you be taking it with you. So it's kind of the one downside, but it is convenient because you do all the work yourself. You box your boxes, you load them into the U-Haul, you drive to your new destination, and basically, you just do everything by yourself. Of course, you can get support from other people if you need it, but that is just something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Number 3, and this is one that I hadn't thought of before until we were doing some research, and that is shipping your items. You can do this through FedEx, USPS, and UPS, and maybe there's other options available to you as well. This works well if you have a lot of smaller items and not too many of them, I guess, because it can add up for postage. It can get fairly expensive, especially if you're doing like next day shipping or rush shipping, anything like that. And then you also have to pay the freight charging or if you need special packaging. But this is an option and it could be available to you, again, if you have the budget to spend, if you plan correctly, and you are not worried about shipping those items and having them get broken. A caveat, I wouldn't ship anything that is super personal or expensive and you would be devastated if you lost it, because there just is that risk.
Yeah, and something I just kind of thought about is, it is also, if you really want things like shipped the next day, you don't have to worry about movers kind of like schedules or anything.
That's
you know
true.
that it's going to be there the next day. Yeah, just really plan it out and maybe it could work out really well for you.
Number 4, rent a freight trailer. So again, this is something new that I hadn't thought of and I'm excited to share with you guys. It is super easy and very convenient, especially if you have a large family and a lot of larger items that you are moving. So how it works, it's kind of like the pods. The freight trailer gets dropped off at your house 2 to 3 days before they plan to actually pick it up and move. You do have to box and load all of your items into the trailer, but the nice thing is you only get charged on the square feet that you use. So price can fluctuate depending on obviously how many square feet you use. And then the movers pick up the trailer, they drive it to your new destination, and then again you have 2 to 3 days to unpack all of your items, and then they pick up the trailer and you're good to go. Again, this could work well if you have a large family. This tends to be a cheaper option, so if you don't have have that extra money to spend on having a moving company doing everything from point A to point B, this could be the next best option for you. And this is considered a hybrid DIY, again, just because you're doing half of the work and then the moving company is driving it to your new destination, and that is how it works.
And number five.
So Frankie was having a hard time with this one. It's similar to the freight trailer, but it's a shipping container, also known as pod.
Pretty sure I said like freight frailer at
Yeah.
one point, so I'm just today's not my day.
I had to help him out with that one, but that's okay.
So it's like the same concept as that, and it's a lot smaller. It's better for smaller homes, smaller apartments. If you just have like a 1, 2, even sometimes 3 bedroom, it would help out a lot.
Yep. Again, considered a hybrid DIY. You have to pack all the items. You have 2 to 3 days to do so. They pick it up, they transport it to your new location, and then you have 2 to 3 days to unpack it, and you're good to go.
And it's a lot more cost-effective option. Costs a lot less than the other ones, just from what we found out from the research we did. And there's a lot of reputable companies that can do it for you. So
again, this is a new one, and it is number 6. Hitch a trailer to your truck or car. Maybe you already have a trailer, or your friends or family have one that they would generously let you borrow. Also, you could even buy one or rent one, and then if you do buy one and you get to a new location and you have no need for it, you could sell it, because we were looking on Facebook Marketplace and you can get a decent sized one for relatively cheap in comparison to hiring a moving company to transport your belongings. So just really weigh the pros and cons. Think about how much stuff you're actually bringing with you and what you are donating or selling, and this could be a good option too. But again, you have to have the trailer, you have to have those connections. You also have to have a hitch on your car. If you needed to, you could rent a truck. Again, that could add cost to your move depending on how far it is, and then you'd have to coordinate how to get your own car there. But this could be a great option if you already have that.
and a really cost-effective option as well, just from things that I saw people doing, is they'll buy it, they'll use it, they'll hitch it on their truck. You have to have like your own truck, etc., like she said before. And right when you get there, post it on Facebook Marketplace, sell it at a dealership. You make a lot of your money back, and you only use it for what you need to use it for. And it's
Or if you have the space, you could keep it too.
yeah, that's what we're thinking about doing. So number 7. This one's probably the simplest one.
Most basic.
This is what I used to do all throughout college. Every year I'd move to a new apartment, I would just pack my car, although it would be just here in town, so it's not that far of a move. But I have seen people do it from state to state.
Did you do a few trips when you did that? Like,
oh yeah, I had. Actually, I'd say I did it in around 3 trips. And my freshman year, I actually had my box spring and my mattress on top of my car.
He drives a Jetta.
A Passat.
Oh, a Passat.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Passat.
My bad.
Get it right. It's a luxury car. But yeah.
My bad.
But yeah, I did that all throughout college, and it was so cost effective. All it costed me was gas money.
And your time.
And my time.
If you need to get to your new destination quick, like ASAP, this could be a good option for you, and you could just move all of the rest of your belongings into a storage unit and then come back and get them if you are not going to sell or donate them. Kind of like not the best situation, but again, if like you just need to move urgently, this could be an option for you.
And if you have a truck, all power to you. You can do whatever you want.
And this would definitely be the most cost effective, of course, because it's just you putting your stuff in your car.
All right, so that's it, guys. That's 7 ways to transport your stuff when you're on the move. So
we hope you enjoyed this video. You learned something new. Hopefully you got a few tips that you can use when you are moving. I know that we found some great tips,
definitely.
We're super excited again for our move. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment box below.
Right down there.
And we so appreciate you taking time to watch this video, like and subscribe. It really does support our channel, and we are so grateful that you are here with us along in this journey. So just know that we appreciate you, and you are a valued person in our life.
And we'll see you guys every Tuesday and Thursday. So just remember to please like and subscribe.
Thank you. Bye.